I like the part where we were all talking before we went back to live, and now that we're live, nobody talks.
It's
I
not
was waiting.
not as natural now.
We can't force this
Are
kind
we?
of thing.
I know. It's banter. It's just banter. Ba-bum-bum. Oh, it looks like it's still at the intermission screen, or is that just me?
It's just you.
Yeah.
We're up.
Cool. Oh, I've been waiting for a girl like me. Welcome back, people.
People
We made it.
off this earth.
Audio's all better.
Woo! Audio's fixed.
Good.
Just left everyone on a cliffhanger for the week.
Yeah. And that's when we're ending today. No, okay. So what was oh yes, so the question, has the cat spoken to you? Was directly asked by the principal.
The headmaster.
So strange question to be asking, I think.
Okay. Well, one of you nodded. So.
He had a few things to say, just mostly about how great he was.
Yeah, he's weirdly proud of himself.
Well, my concern is cats don't talk. Did any of the other cats speak to you?
This is the only one that wanted to stick around with us.
Yeah, we didn't really try to talk to the other ones.
No.
Okay. Well, just don't let it attach to anyone's head, because it sounds like you have a parasite. Because cats don't talk, that's...
I mean, we live in a magical world where
Yes.
animals talk all the time.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So, you cast magic to talk to the cat.
No, I assumed someone else had at a
I
prior
just look at
time.
auras and like, did you? I don't know. I didn't.
I can't. I don't know that spell.
Okay. Well, something to think about.
Good to know.
Okay. So,
Wait, no, I want to stick on that. What? Cats can be parasites?
well, parasites can masquerade as cats.
Parasites can be cats.
Okay.
Cats can't
You
be
could
parasites.
have a cat that's parasitic, but
I just assumed all cats were a little bit parasitic.
yeah, that's what I mean, is that
Yeah.
cats are cats. But
Yeah.
to truly like...
Huh. We live in a weird world.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So, okay. I think that covers everything. And he'll look to B to see if she has any questions. And she's like, no. Okay. You've been very quiet, Corellia. And you see she... I don't have anything to add. It unfolded exactly as they stated. Okay. Okay. Well, we always have to collect the information as anytime one of our staff and students die. So we will let the appropriate authorities know. And he'll kind of look at Corellia and she'll be like, I will inform my father. And he goes, great. So that's everything then.
Thank you. I will see her out and start
Yeah.
slowly backing towards the door.
Yeah.
As I leave, I just point out whatever like lamp or vase is there and just go like, this is very nice.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. And then as you guys are filing out the door, and he'll say, "Oh, Ketlin, if you could hang back for one more moment, please."
Sure. Okay.
I give a quick glance to B on if I should stay behind. So, like trying to basically ask with my eyes, me as just Kellen?
Go ahead and give insight. Or well, you guys have a good relationship, so she'll kind of like she'll give you a look that you can interpret of like it's not good news, but you would have to ask. Like,
So I turn and say, "Should I to our headmaster and say, shall I stay as well?"
this this is for Catelyn's ears. If she chooses to share it with you, I don't mind you being present.
So
I don't mind if it's just me. That's fine.
give Ketlin a nod, a very trustworthy nod, and then turn and exit.
All right.
As the door closes
So yeah,
behind me, I let out the largest sigh.
Yeah, but you'll notice that B will just be like, oh, just be one more second, and she'll like close the door on you guys and stay in the room with Eldraxia and Catelyn. Okay, so we'll cut back to you guys here in just one second. Catelyn, he's just at the desk, and he gestures for you to come forward.
I do. Hi, what's going on?
I received a letter today
Oh,
from your fathers.
oh, really?
Yes.
Are they mad?
Yes.
Okay. What did they
Do
say?
you understand? I didn't read it. Do you
Oh,
understand
wait.
how little I care?
Okay, but you didn't read
If
it, but you know
your
they're mad?
parent, I have so
No,
much.
that's fair. Okay, yeah, they went over. Yeah, okay, got it.
I'm going to finish a sentence now.
Okay, sorry.
I don't care. Keep your family drama out of my school. Get out
Got it. Can I have the letter?
now.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll cut back. You guys are basically in the lobby for half a second, and then Catelyn is comes out of the door. I imagine at a very quick pace.
Yep. Okay, let's go. That
And
was.
B will follow you out.
Hmm.
She's like, I'm so sorry. He has this thing with nobility, and they make him very angry. And when a noble wrote to him, and then when one of your cousins came to visit and tried to, get into his office, he got very upset and ejected him into the city. They're
Right.
at she'll give you the tavern of where they're at. So if you could please go see them and let them know that you're fine. I guess they haven't heard from you. So please.
Everybody's in the room with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's my bad. My bad. I will make sure that my cousin knows, and
Oh,
I
sweetie,
will.
it's totally fine. We all went to college once. I remember my first year in college went a little
Yeah,
crazy. Didn't speak to my parents for a whole year. Okay, they still haven't let me forget about it. So
that is good to know.
yes, this is why I say it. I know you're a good kid. You're all good kids. Everyone here is a good kid. You just got to give them the right opportunity. So
Okay,
please,
thank you, B.
yeah.
I'll make sure that this doesn't happen anymore. Do you have the letter that they sent?
Oh,
That
right
he
here.
didn't read?
It's somewhere, and you see, like she starts pulling, like like too much paper is in her desk, and she'll pull out the letter, and it's like you see, like she hands it to you, and the seal is completely broken because it's addressed to the so-called headmaster.
Oh,
So,
good.
and that's when you see like there are two like eye-sized scorch marks through. You can see that it says so-called mass, and there's just the two eye holes, and then the paper has been like smoothed out, so like it was scorched, crumpled, thrown, and now she smoothed it out and has given it back to you.
Thank you, and sorry, and if saying sorry to him again would help, do that.
If
Otherwise, just
honest
don't. It's fine.
He's probably forgotten already. It would be
Oh,
bad
okay.
if he heard about it again, though, because
Okay. Yeah.
it's not like he forgot. It's that he's not thinking about it anymore.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay,
B.
bye.
You're
Thank
the
you.
best.
Good job. Great. Okay. Yay. We stopped evil. Okay. She- okay. Uh so you guys are out in the hallway of the it's basically a hallway with one purpose. It's to walk down to the spiral staircase to the rest of the school. So the way his setup is that it's like elaborate staircase to like elaborate hallway to huge antechamber to huge office. It's all just like dynamics and it's kind of gross. But hey, what you gonna do? And like as you guys walk down the hall, you feel you the wards are not antagonistic to you, but the magic is so potent you can kind of feel it on your skin as you pass through like ward after ward down this hallway. And then you're back sort of in one of the common areas, and you can do as you wish.
As we're walking out, I'm gonna be behind everyone, and that's just for, like, reading the letter as I walk behind everyone.
Yeah, it's nothing weird. It's just the language is full. The politeness is like almost fully gone, and it's just parental guilt trip from start to finish, of like they bringing up things they've done for you, things they've given for you, blah blah blah
But it
blah
was
blah blah.
addressed to the headmaster, right?
It was addressed to the headmaster to give to you
Oh,
because with the presumption of you're not getting their
right,
letters. So
right.
like if the school was run properly, this letter I wouldn't have had to write to you, blah blah blah.
Got it.
Yeah, full. Yeah. Absolutely.
Cool.
Okay, so you guys are back. You have turned in your or we'll go through the admin process. You guys turn in your assignment. You get full credit. At a certain point, when you guys are going to turn in your assignment, Corellia would break off at that point, unless somebody stopped her.
At some point during, well, after I've read the letter, I would just say out loud within Corellia's hearing, "Parents." That's all.
Okay. Okay. All right. What is next for the ice heist babies?
We checked the leaderboard for sure.
Well, so you guys are still number one.
Good.
You guys have still retained the top spot. There actually hasn't been any change from the last time you looked at it. It's the same top 10.
The backbreakers are still on the board.
As of right now, yeah. You know what? We'll say as you're looking at the leaderboard, you well, no, technically, hold on. Where are my rules for the school? Where's my admin document? She has some options. She's gonna go think about what she's gonna do next, but she could potentially sub in some party members if other people have had party members die. So or parties break up, whatever, you know. She might be a freshman next year, but there's a couple options. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so she actually will kind of break off without like making a big deal, or like it's almost like she's Irish exiting and just like will leave without saying anything if people let her.
Bye, Corellia. It was good to see you. Take care.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate your help.
Anytime. Bye, Brad. See you around.
He gives you the over the shoulder, just the one finger wave over the shoulder, doesn't even look.
I think the only thing Ketlin's going to do is stash the dust, poison, weird stuff somewhere. She's not going to carry it around, but it's just going to be in her
Absolutely.
crib.
Yeah. I think I'll go to, if we're going back to the crib, go and talk to Jason's character. Just be like, "Hey, do you know much about Ketlin's family?"
No. That's behind the student records. So they tell me a couple things, but they want to keep it mostly behind admin.
Okay, because it sounds like she has a noble family or something. I didn't know if maybe you would talk to her or something. I don't know much about her family. She hasn't talked to me much about it. I feel like it would be odd to just start talking to her about it. It's a stressful situation she's in right now.
Well, you missed the opening. You said a minute ago, parents. That would have been a perfect,
Oh,
perfect
damn!
opportunity.
That seemed like she didn't want to be thinking about parents at the time, so I thought it was better not to say anything.
Fair. Yeah, we normally try and we're coached to let students open up about their background, not force it.
But how are you doing with the whole? We're still number 1, so that's good.
What are we gonna do about this cat?
Well, I think we need to go to the to the biology department, and
Is there any
possibly
vet
do
around
some
here?
research on parasitic cat entities.
Cats.
I'm a little afraid. I'm a little scared to go back to Lord Ember now. Did you guys know cats didn't normally talk? I thought they were like magical animals. I would just.
We've just been casting so much magic. I just kind of like didn't even think about it. Because you can talk to animals, like that's a thing you can do. So
and Lord Ember was very nonchalant. Like,
honestly, having a talking cat wasn't even like the third weirdest thing that happened that day, so it didn't even quite register.
All things considered,
Yeah.
other cats turning into mystical fae beasts and trying to kill us really superseded the talking cat bit.
Yeah. Should I could
In
like
all fairness, the talking animals usually don't talk about themselves so much. They only care about eating and companionship, not about how great they are.
I don't know. It seemed to fit the cat persona.
Okay. So you guys are able to turn in the assignment page and get full credit. There's not going to be any pushback from anybody on that. So your assignment board is now bum 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 bum. You have where how many points was it?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Trying to look through because I actually took it off the assignment board and now it is gone. So let me scroll back up to here. 15 points. So add that to the total. Yeah, ball bearings really haven't come up that much. We might have to switch it or add class points for the feed. Either way. Actually, you know what? I like the ball bearing count. We'll keep it.
We can definitely
but
add
so-
the
Just need to use them more.
Yes.
the full board of points at some point. Yeah,
The full board of how many points you have?
of points by team.
Oh, well, so it only has rankings. It doesn't show you how many points they have.
Oh, right.
Rankings points.
You would have
Mix and
to
match.
do that. Yeah. Yeah, we should make it. Yeah, we'll make it nice. But so the assignments that you had, a couple of them have fallen off. So what you currently have when you get back to your crib are the combat assignments, are the spectatorship, which is the qualifying round in the school's arena fight series. Fight a spectator, glory to the victor. It's So this was a lot more points, but now you notice that it is 5 points. You're not getting, because it's just due to the time in the year of like you can only, anyway, it's not important. Don't feed the trolls. Was it a troll regeneration experiment gone wrong or God's mistake? Who cares? Kill it. That's still there for 25 points. A new one is Back to Chul. A rock slide in the northern mountains has caused merchants and adventurers to divert into the path of a pack of chuls, eradicate the soulless yet living automatons. 10 blue cranberry for exploration. 10 blue cranberries is still on there for 5 points. The arcanistry one is crossed out, meaning it was taken, but it hasn't been turned in. So they get crossed out when they're taken but not turned in, and then they come off the board when they're turned in. One of the new ones, there's 2 new ones in exploration. One is Go Toward the Light. There's a cave in this to the foothills of the south, and it emits a strange light. It's 10 points to find out what's going on. The new one is Time and Tide. Another new one is Time and Tide. Fishermen have reported strange sightings of beautiful mermaids that cause them to lose their wits for days on end. 5 points for that. The fetch and carry, you still have Tasha's Hideous Colander. The sled dog race, the new one is Holy Armor. Paladins of the Order of the Open Palm require their chainmail delivered on time and fully charged magically. Too easy. 5 points. But other than that, you're gonna have a little bit of downtime. Bum, bum,
Well,
bum, bum.
Catelyn has a bunch of shit she needs to do, but
Right.
I'm happy to let other people do things first.
Sal, now that he realized he missed his opportunity to talk to Caitlin, is going to try to find a time where it is less awkward to now come and start talking to her about her family.
Okay. For that, what I will ask you for is for a, I'm not sure what kind of check. Maybe a performance check
Okay.
to try to like easily segue into it smoothly.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so that's a 4 plus 3 for a 7.
Okay. So what's a Sal 7?
A
Bringing us up.
A Sal 7 is he's like pacing, like he spends the morning pacing around the house trying to like casually find a moment when like Caitlin has her door open and seems like she isn't doing anything.
Okay.
Until like finally she like looks up from, I don't know what you'd be doing, like sharpening daggers or something.
Yeah,
And like when you look up from it,
organizing my stuff.
I'm like trying to walk back really sly. I think you probably just see me walking back and forth at a regular interval, and you finally look up, and I think that's the perfect moment. But I have to like walk back a little bit because I went a little bit too far past the door. I'm like, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?"
Hey, buddy.
Hey, champ.
Hey,
There's
buddy.
sport. Real dad energy coming.
Yep.
Hey, kiddo, what's up?
I'm good.
The being just like a little too far for it to be natural is so perfect.
I'm doing good. How are you? That was a crazy, like, we watched a portal open. That was wild.
Yeah,
Like somebody jumped into it. That was intense.
That was pretty intense, you know. And you know, a lot of things in life can be intense.
Yeah, have you ever seen something like that before?
No, you know, I can't say portal stuff. I've seen maybe a little bit of back in the day, and you know,
Really?
other things I've seen back in the day are you know, tense family moments.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Because you were like a police officer, right? Like, did you have to like defend portals and stuff?
Like I was a guard, so sometimes I had guard duty on like you
Right.
know portal stuff. But yeah, like you
Did
know,
like people try and sneak through portals? I've always wondered that. Like, do people like try and like get away and like dive through portals to escape?
Oh, people are dodging fares and all that stuff. It's mostly
Yeah.
about making sure they don't get through the portal if they haven't paid their way, stuff like
Oh,
that.
sure. Right,
Yeah,
right. Kind of
but
like the subway.
yeah, yeah. And much like, running away, I know that I too have had issues sometimes dealing with my family where I felt like I needed to get away.
Did you
Uh,
run away from your family?
no, no, we're just a bit estranged.
That sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, do you
But
have a
how are
wife and stuff?
No, no, no,
Oh,
no,
okay. Because that'd be
no.
pretty shitty if you ran away from your wife.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids?
No, no kids.
Okay.
No
All right.
kids.
All right. Good.
Yeah, been
You
living
ran
the
away from your
bachelor.
parents?
It didn't quite run away, just we kind of stopped talking after a while.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So how about you? I know you got that letter. It seemed very stressful. What's going on? What's going on in the old Ketlin household?
You know how.
I'm going to die. You know what else is tense? Okay, please. Sorry.
Um. Yeah. It's life's weird. You know how? Life is weird. Life is weird.
Yeah, it definitely can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're doing okay? Did you uh like do you have issues with your parents? Is that like reason why you're not wanting to talk to them? Or I mean, whatever you feel you need to do is, I support you. Just want to know so I can better support you, and the rest of the team keep supporting you. You know.
Yeah. I definitely need to go talk to my cousin, who apparently is at this bar. So like, I was just like putting some stuff together, and I was gonna go head over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, if you and your cousin close at all,
Oh
or
God, no! Amazed they're here.
oh, okay. Do you like would you want some support? Like, I'm happy to go with you. Just supportive party,
Bar
hang out.
fight.
For a bar fight, just in case.
Ragnar could pretend to be the waiter again.
I'll use
Yeah.
my disguise kit this time. Last time I just had it in my pack, but not use it.
No, I think I got this. I think I can handle him. It'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, just
Actually,
want.
I was about to head out. Can I talk to you about this afterwards when I get
Yeah, of
back?
course. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. And I'm gonna grab my backpack and walk out. Close my door behind me.
Absolutely.
After that, I go to Auras. I think I really, broke through with her. I think that really worked well.
Oh, goodness
Excellent.
gracious. Okay, yes, absolutely. Also, go ahead.
Nope, just laughing.
Okay. Sal, on one of the days of your downtime days, did you have any other actions you wanted to get done during a period of downtime?
I think I previously, and I don't think I ever actually went through on it, did want to actually try and send a letter to my parents because I had not talked to them in a long time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Um, I mean, that's easy enough to do. You can compose that and get that sent off. You can either send that to me later, or whenever you want.
Mhm.
In our actual downtime, as you are going to drop off the letter, you see that one of the one of the porters that is from town bringing mail in, is somebody that you recognize from your past. It is a known gambler and smuggler. He's basically always on the right side. He's just on the right side of things. But you've known him. You've brought him in a bunch of times. He's kind of an informant at this point. Everyone kind of knows that, but he's still always kind of got something going on. You see him dropping off. You remember his name is Maurice, and he's dropping off packages there to the school.
I think I'm like in line to go put my package in. and I don't realize until like partway I'm like while I'm in the middle of the line, so I can't just like easily
Sure.
get out and leave. And I'm like, oh, I try, and I'm still there in my full armor, standing still. I want to try and not be seen.
Okay. You can do stealth with disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Well, it's already disadvantaged. Yeah.
Double disadvantage. I don't know.
Double
You can't-
disadvantage. Okay.
No, that's not a thing.
Well,
I
let me
just even
actually.
if I want it to be.
Okay,
Sometime.
lovely. 4.
Okay. So they basically have to completely fail this roll. They did not. Yeah, so it's like because you stood still, it is now calling more attention to the fact that you're not like in sync with the line. And at a certain point, he's gonna glance back and he's gonna go, Sal, is that you?
I like look around. It's like, oh, me. Yeah. Oh,
Oh
Maurice.
my god, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How you been doing?
Good, man. So good, man. So good. So good. So good, man. I'm
Uh,
doing so good. So good.
Okay, you know what we said about doing
How are
too
you
good,
doing?
though.
Huh?
You know what we said about doing too good. Yeah, we don't want to be doing too good because too good means we
Because
start
then
doing
it's
bad stuff.
because then you get to too great.
Yeah, yeah. I'm good. Yeah, I'm going to school. Went back to school.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's good? Oh, I got you. Me too.
No, no, like I'm actually I'm going to school here. I'm going back to school to be a paladin.
A pal. You break his brain so hard that like he almost like is about to say something and stop and about to say something like like one of them angry guys.
Oh well, no, not angry. Just
They're
more.
always angry at me.
Well, it's usually the style of work you get up to, buddy.
Right. Yeah. I know. I'm trying to quit. I am, but
Hmm.
I'm also not. So that's but I got a job. That's good. I'm delivering mail now.
Yeah, I see. That's
I'm a mail guy.
that's good work to be doing. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they don't. As long as the lost package percentage stays under 10%, they don't fire you. So
Okay, yeah, that's the best I think I could hope for. I think that's the best I could hope for, Maurice. Yeah, well, I am actually here to ship off some mail back home to Talon. So I don't know if you
do you want
do.
me to take it for you? Because I'm going back that way.
Yeah, sure. And if you could make sure this is in the 90% that doesn't get lost, I'd appreciate it.
Well, letters aren't that very interesting. But
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes, based on the seal, you can sell them to Mickey. If you get it to him and it's not more than 3 days old, he'll still buy it. But now he changed. So if you go back to Mickey, you got to know that he's not going to take anything that's older than 3 days now. So if you sell him anything, just know that because he's not going to do it.
Why are you still working with Mickey, man? He's no good.
I got it. He pays good money. It's good money. What do you mean? It's like it's good, it's good. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, just
It's just mail. What? It's just some letters, right? Most people can't even read, so it's not like I'm hurting anybody that matters.
Yeah, okay. Look,
Okay,
just
at this point, like eyes are like people are noticing this conversation. This guy's voice is not quiet.
anyways, Maurice, I do gotta get going. I'm sure you gotta get going on the road here. So,
Yeah. Do
it's
you
good
want
to
to go?
see.
We should go get a beer.
We should go not here. That is correct.
Yeah, let's
And
go.
then
Then I can tell you about the other stuff I'm doing. I didn't want to say anything in front of all these squares.
Oh God. Sure. We can go chat.
Okay, yeah. So he's just gonna like it's the same thing he's always done. it's the inane stories. He's got the scheme. He's figured it out. And did you know this? And he's gonna turn, and this one's gonna work. But other than that, he's just gonna be his usual self at lunch.
Yeah. I think uh just mostly listen to him talk for a bit. Maybe try and persuade him to like
And the thing
adjust.
about horse racing is you gotta look them in the eyes before the race. Because if anybody put any magic on them, that's how you can tell. It's in the iris, okay? Normally their irises are white, but when they cast magic on it, it's not white anymore. It's a little bit blue.
Hmm, mhm.
They said they said you can't tell, but I can tell.
I've learned a bit more about magic lately, and I found it's more of a scent thing, to be honest. I haven't tested it out on horses, but I think it's more of a scent thing.
Oh, so I gotta smell their eyes. Oh my God, that makes so much sense. Because I was looking at their eyes and I was like, half the time I was right and half the time I was wrong. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Because if you're looking in the eyes and you can tell, and I can tell. And so I'm going to smell it next time. Thanks for the tip. You helped me commit more crime.
Oh, God, back to this. Just, just take care of yourself, Maurice. Okay, don't go getting into anything too over your head. Okay.
You get, as soon as you say that, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 14.
14. So for 14, you notice, and you mentioned the smell thing. And as you are saying, player's gonna play, all the scents of this like very pleasant, like, yeah, it smells like cheap beer, there's sawdust, but like it's kind of comforting because it's a familiar environment, right? But as you say that, and as he's gonna like get up to leave, you realize like that scent is starting to turn a little bit too sharp, and these once pleasant smells are becoming like unpleasant to you. And for 14, you get the sense that it's related to exactly what you just said, but you're not 100% sure why.
Um, could I do a divine sense on the room to see if there's something extra going on here?
Absolutely. So your divine sense, celestially, as what was that word? As far as divine presences go, you don't get the sense that there's any divine sense happening. It's that sort of like what it reminds you more of is that when you got your oath and you were in nature and it was like everything was pleasant and moving along great. It's like the sense is that all of a sudden you're now moving against nature, and that it's like you've like taken you it's like the lane keeping assist has like alerted you that you're about to veer.
Um, yeah, I think I just uh, suddenly realize like I feel that sort of slipping back. I like stand up very abruptly.
Mhm.
I'm just like, look, Maurice, just I know that it's hard getting out of this, but you really should. You really should. If you need anything to help get out of it, I'd like to help, but I understand I can't make you do anything. And just
All
you know
right.
where to find me. Let me know, and then I leave.
Okay, we'll let you go off, but though you won't see the results of it on his face, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Okay. That is only a 13.
Okay, 13. Yeah, so you don't see the results, but that sharpness in the air like begins to go away, and it doesn't completely go away, but you very much like you feel exactly what happened, and you course correct of like, yeah, you can't force anyone to do anything, but like you do know them, and yeah, good stuff. So you're okay. So you drop you finish your beers, and you just left. He finishes his beer, blah blah blah, and you head back to the school. Dun, dun, dun. Who has a downtime activity for their
I
character?
I kind of wanted to go. So there's two things I wanted to do. Basically the same thing. I asked Ketlin for one of the vials of the stuff. I don't know if she's because I want to go try to make a antitoxin for that, and also some lactose pills, just in case so I can eat more butter. Because I do have
Okay.
a
Amazing.
herbalism kit.
Yeah, so the next day you've been at school and you've been eating um you just the stuff you grew up with. That's what you're familiar with. You just kind of like fell into that habit. And now that you've had like your horizons opened a little bit, you are in line getting food, and you are like heaping, like you now know like what these other things are that you didn't even think was food. So like you're putting it on your plate, and another dwarven student goes, "Ooh, buddy, it's a lot of lactose."
What is lactose? Is it?
It's
I've noticed my stomach's been hurting lately.
Have you've been having cow milk then?
So that's what that is.
You're gonna need these. And he's gonna pull out from he's like, every dwarf. Every dwarf knows. And it kind of is like, it's like a commercial moment. And you get you've learned something about dwarven culture. In this world, they're lactose intolerant.
Ugh.
Because they live with mountain goats. I don't know. It's hard to have cows in mountains. It felt realistic to me. Anyway,
Yeah.
so okay, so that solved your lactose problem for future endeavors, maybe, unless you forget them.
I give him a
um,
stick of butter.
yeah, he's like, "Thank you," and then like you cheers. The
Cheers.
butter. We're not mining.
Gotta
goods,
try
so
this.
We don't need, yeah. So then you got, yeah, you make friends. Okay. Haran is his name, and you also wanted to make an
So I
antidote for
so
the.
I asked Ketlin, can I take one to see if we can get an antidote, just in case we accidentally use it on ourselves?
Yeah, you can definitely have one. The witch made me an antidote, so I
Oh,
already have one. But
well,
you can, yeah, if you can like duplicate it, that'd be amazing.
yeah.
So the antidote the witch gave you was for poisons. This was when you have the herb, it is a fungicide for the tree. So that is what she was curing. What she was saying is that if you then grind it up, process it, like alter it chemically, it becomes uh potion, essentially a soporific that will make you susceptible to magic.
Okay. Because she told me if I breathe in too much of the herbs, I will dissolve. And the antitoxin she gave me would cure that.
Yes, of the
Right?
herbs. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Like the fungicide, it will like
Yeah.
rot you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
Absolutely. Because if you can't like go pick these herbs, they release spores. But it's a weird hybrid plant that I just realized. I was like, wait, a plant releasing spores? Do they do that? I guess. Sure.
And they only gave you one of those, right?
Yeah, she only gave me the one antitoxin stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to go duplicate 3 more just in case we could all have one at least.
Sure. Yeah. I'll give you like yeah, I mean, I'll give you both of them. I'll give you like a vial of the herbs and then the antitoxin and be like, yeah, if you can make more of it, that'd be amazing.
All right.
Okay, absolutely. So you have all the supplies. Um I will say you ask around until you get to essentially the alchemists um area of the school and are able to use one of the lab stations there that are available to students. They have a workshop there that's available for like common use type things. So you're able to go through the process of trying to extract it. What is Ragnar's method? Does he research first? Like walk me through his process.
I guess I would, since it's like a classroom that has equipment, I'd ask the herbalist teacher, I guess, um, if they can help me and point me in the right directions for how to duplicate this.
So you go up to the front, and the person up there is like a very disinterested looking student. He's like, what do you need, bruh?
Hey, so I have this
Cool.
mushrooms and I
Great.
have a antidote. I need to make more of this antidote because I have more of these mushrooms than I have antidote.
Yeah, no, the benches are first come, first serve. So whatever.
How would I go about doing this?
Are you not an alchemist?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess then give it your best shot.
Can you help me duplicate it?
I'm just the TA.
Are you an alchemist?
Yeah, but if I help you with your project, then you can't get credit for it.
Oh no, this is not a project. This is a side thing for Quest.
Oh, fucking A. Let's go. Okay, great. So yeah, so you guys are at there. You guys cannot crack it. It takes forever. Go ahead and give me a medicine check. With advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Oh. I already
Would you
have-
let him help you, or would you let him collaborate with you?
elaborate?
He's not an ice baby. That's amazing. Okay. What did you get?
16.
With
Wait.
advantage? Oh, so 12 and 11. Okay, so you rolled a +4. Yeah, for 16. Yes, so with his help, you are able to beat a 15, and you're able to replicate the antidote from the herb.
Okay. And since I was there, I would have asked the team if they wanted any other like simple potions or something that I can probably get or make.
Yeah, you would be able to pick up any sort of simple potions or
Okay.
anything from the quartermaster. If you wanted to make something special, you can definitely fill that in with this thing as well.
No, that
And
was it.
yes, when you guys are done wrapping up, you sit there, and he holds it up and he goes like, I think this will work, bro. What should we name it? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Okay, I'm gonna count to 3, and then we'll both say what we're thinking. And if it's the same word, we're gonna be best friends forever. Are you ready? 1,
You're muted.
2. Are you, bro? Are you muted? Are you fucking muted right now, bro?
I was gonna psych you out for a moment there. You know what I mean?
You fucking just psyched me out because your
You
mouth
almost
was
did it
moving,
to
but
me.
there were no words coming out. You freaked me out, dude. You are crazy, man. You are a crazy man. I'm calling you crazy man from now on.
That's the name now.
Crazy
Crazy
man. And he's gonna bro hug. You'll like see he'll try to like lift you up in a hug, but forget that you're a dwarf and like can't. And okay. Yeah, so you're able to take that back to the team. As what else does Ragnar need doing or want doing or any of that?
I didn't have much. That was pretty much it. Just mainly was my lactose.
All right, love it so much. Since Caitlin has a bunch of things, let's do one of the things, and then we'll wrap up again if you have more things.
First thing she's gonna do is go talk to her friend that was looking for Ketlin.
Huh? Who's looking for Caitlin? Your cousin?
No, I went and like our last downtime, I went and talked to a friend that I knew from before, and she was gonna go look for Ketlin for me.
Yes. Okay. I
And
just didn't
on
have
the
it.
way, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not being followed or anything like that. So I'm gonna check for tails, make sure nobody's following me. And I do have a class feature because I'm sneaky. Hold on. It's because I grew up in this town, so I know like secret ways through the city that I will
Absolutely.
find as soon as yeah. City streets, city secrets. I know secret patterns and flows of the city.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say, hmm. So you know secret ways through the city, like full secret passages, or
You know secret patterns and flows to the city and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. When you're not in combat, you can travel between any two locations in the city twice as fast as your speed would normally allow.
gotcha. Okay. So what I'll say then is that then that'll negate you needing to roll. They're you pick up a tail leaving school immediately, and you also lose them very immediately.
Who is
Which lets you know that they are not from here. Um, but you will be able to like get a good look at them before you because you can if you're that good at juking around, you're able to like put yourself in a position to now watch where they go, right?
Yep.
So once they lose you, they totally they like whatever they were doing, it drops away and they are fully like looking around for wherever you went. um you see one of them is actually a dragonkin and the other one looks human.
Is it douchebag?
Amalia, you don't see Amalia, no.
Okay. So a dragonkin and human. Do I know them? Have I seen them around school?
You have not seen them. You can roll a history check to see how definitive your knowledge is if you want.
Sure. History? Natural 20 for a 21.
There you go. Yeah, you recognize that they are not students. that they're just too the way they're acting is just not in they would not be able to blend in at school essentially because of how they are.
Okay.
And the
Right.
way they are unable to like follow the flow of the city is that you can tell that they're not from around here either.
Okay. But I've never seen them before.
But you have never seen them before, correct?
Okay. Not cool, but good to know I'm being followed. And then I will go and talk to my friend whose name I forget.
I believe it is Madame Ortho.
I didn't get the sense that she was a madam, but sure, why not?
Well, yeah, no, she wasn't a madam. It was more. Let me find. Oh, I think I put it in the stand by.
Didn't write her name down, which I should have.
The problem is, I like if my prep doesn't come into the episode and it gets changed, it just deletes and falls away.
Mhm.
But the ones that I do, I then have to pull into my compendium sort of thing where that has all the info, and I didn't do that. But anyway, okay, it's not important. You are because I have this part here. Da-da. Yeah. Okay. No, you're able to get in, and she comes in. She's like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Not bad, not bad. It's been kind of a crazy week. Wondering if you had any news.
Yeah. No, I sent. You didn't get my message. It doesn't matter. You're here. Yeah. No, I guess
Wait,
I sent it. Yeah. No, I sent word to the school for you to come by, and then I assume that's why you were by. But if you didn't get it, you were away, and you're here now. I don't know why I brought it up.
No, actually, I'm glad you did. Please don't send messages to the school for me.
We have I used your. Oh, did you not give her your pseudonym?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, okay. Well, then she wouldn't have been able to send it to the school.
Okay, good.
It's because she wouldn't have used your. Yeah, she
Yeah.
wouldn't have blown up your spot like that. Okay, my bad. I apologize. So she goes, yeah. Well, here's the information I found. She hands you a packet. It's kind of what we thought. Kind of not. There's some suspicious things. Without digging a lot, without making my efforts known, which is what you told me not to do.
Right.
This is all I could get.
Did you find her?
Well, in a way, we found who took her.
Well, hell. Okay. Who took her?
This fringe religious group. I never heard of them before. And she's like flipping through her pages, and so she's like Travesy. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never heard of them. Apparently, they are involved in human and other sentient race trafficking.
Great. Um, where could I find them? Where did you find them?
I find them because I am amazing. You don't ever find them. You run away. You get out of here as quickly as possible, is what you do.
Okay, why?
You heard the trafficking part, right?
Well, yeah, but now I just kind of want to kill them.
You've changed a little.
Well, so human traffickers are like some of the worst people in the world, and
Yeah, but what if they're only trafficking bad guys?
I don't think
I
this
don't think
person
so
is
either.
bad.
Oh.
Also,
Oh. Well, then that changes everything.
what you assume they?
Well, yeah, because you don't kidnap. You know what I mean? Like if you're involved, if you're clean as a whistle, you know what I mean? You don't get in. These aren't the type of people that kidnap you. You know what I mean? It's not like they are. So these religious people, I didn't get much on them, but all I know is that they're a black hole. Once you get involved, you're never seen again. Sometimes people are spotted if they're spotted later, but their behavior is unrecognizable from people that know them. This is bad news. This is like rewriting personality magic. I don't want you anywhere near it.
Okay, that sucks.
So
Okay,
but what you're saying is that if something happened that was not untoward, then they could have been kidnapped for, I don't know, like trying to get, I don't know. I don't know. I don't, once it comes into this level, I kind of step away. If you need more information, I'm not going to be the one to get it for you. I'm so
right,
sorry.
right. It's pretty risky to look into people like that. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any last known position?
The last the last I found, there was inn at Jostwick that she stayed at, and then
Gone.
poof.
Do I know of Jostwick?
Jostwick so Meadowbrook is a suburb of Jostwick. So you guys were out that way.
Okay. Would that be a place that it would be reasonable for her to stop on the way to the city to join the school?
Yeah, you could potentially go through Meadowbrook you would kind of go out of your way, but if you needed to stop there, you'd be able to rejoin the road later. The highway, I think the King's Highway or the Emperor's Highway.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really appreciate you finding this.
Yeah, no problem. Did you pay up front, or is she expecting the second half?
I want to say I paid half.
All
I'm
right.
not.
Yeah, so she'll.
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you. Gold disappears.
Yep. I will make sure to take that out of my inventory. It was like, forget how much. I want to say I'd like talked her down to 80 gold.
Yeah, I'll buy it. Sure.
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you. Keep your ear to the ground if you hear anything else about either that group or Catelyn specifically.
You
I'm
want me
interested.
to? You want standing orders?
No, just as a matter of like, hey, if you happen to hear something, let me know. I'm interested.
You're paying for anything related to. Got it. Okay,
Yes.
that I can do.
Okay.
I
Cool.
thought you were asking for a favor.
No, of course not. I know you better than that.
Can you imagine?
I can't. No, I can't.
Oh, you are funny. You are funny. Okay.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm gonna head out. Good to see you again.
Yeah, come by if you need anything.
Will do.
Bum. All right, so you are out and about back in the city. We will zoom out from there as Ketlin is frantically scrambling
Yep.
to figure out. Just when we thought we got to the bottom, there's more.
Still
Okay.
digging.
Turns out it's going to be a big misunderstanding. Oh, I would love that. You know what? I really want a major movie or something like that to like kind of wrap up that way of like, oh, oopsie doodle. They won't ever, but that's fine. Okay, so who else has downtime X? Who else is gone? We got Elwin.
Yeah. So I'd like to do a couple of things.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think we looked into our parasite cat yet, so I would go up to Ores and ask if he'd like to go investigate what that's all about, and if his little head hat friend gets to stay around, or if we have to do anything about that.
Yeah, Oris has become hyper aware to like he's checking corners and seeing where Lord Ember is to make sure to keep a little distance while he can go and look up
When the DM
what
smiles like
exactly
that,
Lord
it's not
Ember
good.
is.
Okay.
Lord
Go ahead and give me perception checks. No, I'll say this: when you guys finally go back to the carts to see what's up, you understand he's fully gone, right? So, like, I mean, you knew that, right? I don't have to. So now you're looking for him. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Both looking for him and to stay away from.
Away from him. Ooh, 22, 19 plus
16.
3.
So 22. Elwin, you can see the cart is fully like, you see where like these paw prints came. He went just like a few steps away from the cart. You see like behind something where some cat poop is. So like, oh, that's okay. So you're able to just like start following the trail, and it's like, without knowing that it's him, it wouldn't quite make sense, but because you know what you're looking for, you're able to see evidence of him as like, oh, and that's where he went up there and then went this way. And you guys are slowly getting closer and closer to your crib. And every fiber of your being is like, please don't be my house. please just don't be my house. And every single step of this track is leading you back to your house until there's nowhere else but your house, and you're at your front door.
We didn't show him the house.
No, we did not. This is not
Well,
good for
what
us,
do you say
Ores.
we move?
Let's torch the place right now and just shift over.
Just like, well, nothing else to do.
I guess around this time I also like show up from my
Sure.
Yeah, my extracurricular activities.
Okay, so yeah, Ragnar comes back and Orez and Elwin are standing in front of the door like, They're just completely silent, staring at it. There's nothing.
What's up, guys? What are we doing?
It's inside
You
the house.
remember the little cat we had?
It.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, and then
So
I
we're
point
moving,
out, like,
right?
all the paw prints and everything.
So we're moving, right?
Okay, so that's 2 for moving.
Yeah. I wonder if the secretary, I forgot her name, has more information on parasites, or I guess we would go to the library again, though it's not been helpful in the past.
Yeah, library, and I think we might want to check out the possibly the biology. See if there's
Yes.
any parasitologist on staff.
I like Oris's idea. Let's go to the biology department and see if we can find someone.
Okay, so you guys do not go inside.
No, sir.
We're gonna leave a little sign on the door.
For everyone else.
Do not disturb. We're looking into the Lord Ember situation. You know what it means.
Wait, do we know the cat can't read? It can talk.
No, we're just gonna put it up high so it's hard for the cat to see.
Okay. Why not? Okay. So, nobody go in. You know why. Library or wait, biology department. There's no biology. Like, are you guys going for like more druidic or more like healer?
I guess
I have a bro
druidic.
that can make
Does your
potions.
bro
I
know
don't know if you'll know.
parasites?
You have an alchemist, yeah. Ragnar knows an alchemist.
He could. You know, there's parasites that go in plants. Tomato, tomato.
I think druid is what we want to go for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Druidic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys go to the druid class center. Each sort of like area has a sort of wing that you can go to. You're able to go up to the receptionist there. She says, you know, she's like, office hours are in 15 minutes, and she makes you wait 15 minutes. And then you're able to go to one of the TA offices, and you'll file in to their office. And let me pull up who's in the druid department. You have we'll say there. So you walk in. There is a 29-year-old female human with her little office area, and the glyphs on her doors identify her as Fyra.
Yeah. So are we like in a line or something, or is
you guys
just
come in
following
and
the-
she's like, hello, good afternoon. How can I help you?
Hi, Fyra.
You're not
I'm
druid. Are none of you are druids?
No,
No
we're not.
druids. No druids
Oh,
among
okay.
us.
Oh,
We had
well,
We are
just a
students.
curiosity. No. Oh, well, please. What can I help you with then?
I'm Elwin. This is Orez, and this is Ragnar.
Where
We had a
to
bit of
start?
a talking cat problem, and I was.
You know, cats
we were
don't talk,
hoping-
right?
That is.
I was unaware.
Like,
We were
well,
told
I mean,
everything.
I guess you can speak with animals, but like naturally, animals don't talk. So,
Oh no, this is a fully talking cat, and hence the reason for our visit. We wanted some advice or help on what we're dealing with here.
well, I guess the first piece of advice I would have is find out what it is, because
That's
well, we already covered
Which
the
is
first
why
part.
we're here.
Well, I mean, without seeing it, can you describe? So it's a cat essentially.
looks like a
but-
Maine Coon.
Oh.
Says its name is Lord Ember. Very friendly.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
Thinks very highly of himself.
Very, very funny. Who put you up to this?
Very, very, very also standoffish.
You have Lord Ember what in your house? I guess just you have the god of all cats sitting in your house. That's what you came in here to tell me. Come on, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Wait. Take a step back.
Do we need to talk to someone else?
God of
'Cause
all cats?
You said his name was Lord Ember?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Lord Emberflame.
How he introduced himself.
You haven't heard of Lord Emberflame? It's so as go ahead and everyone give me a history check.
We gave her the most dumbest faces she's ever seen.
Mine was probably a little bit more incredulous, like
Yeah.
8.
14.
Got a 1.
Okay.
I have a
Beating-
minus history.
Yeah, no, this story never reached you, Ragnar. But beating a 10, or as you remember, the children's story of Lord Emberflame, the cat warrior, first of his, like all these honorifics, fought the evil Sir Rodrigo Perez, like of the dog clan of blah blah blah. Like it was this whole like story that you heard as a kid. That was like it's like done in plays and courts and like it's a very popular kind of like kids story, and she's basically you just walked in claiming that Lord Ember like, and you like realize it now, it's like, well, yeah, they're very close, but I guess it is technically every time you've heard it, like it's like Lord Emberflame, the Red Walker, he who scratches, like you never hear Lord Ember referring to this character, so that's why you never made the connection. But she is making that connection, saying that she thinks you guys walked in saying like, what do we do if we have the god of all cats from that kid story?
And I'm just kind of sitting there like, yeah, I'm the asshole for believing in talking cats, but this children's story is apparently real.
It's not real. It's a children's story.
Well, I mean, you're also telling me that cats can't talk. Do you want to come meet them?
Because they can't talk, and I don't have time to go meet the god of all cats. I'm so sorry. If you have a real question, you can ask it. Otherwise, you're wasting my time.
All right, we're bringing them in.
Please.
Well,
I would love that.
Do you have a cat carrier?
No.
the headmaster did say though, if
Cast
it's a talking,
speak. Sorry?
if it's a talking cat, it could be a parasite. What is that about?
I think he was referring to the fact that a parasite could disguise itself as a talking cat. It could also disguise itself as a talking dog. It's just one of the explanations, but that could be true too.
So you're saying there are
You know what?
instances of talking animals, they're just in disguise.
They're not animals, they're parasites. they're a virus. It's not something animal. What I'm saying is, if you're saying a cat can talk, all right, then it has to be of a sentience that it has the ability to speak. Right?
Okay, say it was a parasite. What would we go about doing to determine if it was a parasite?
I'd probably move.
That's what we were saying. And first off, maybe we do need a biology department at this school, because parasites and
Maybe we
viruses
do.
are very
What's
different.
biology? I burn it with magic. I don't know, but I
Could be the god of all cats. This is a
Why
real
don't you
pickle.
know? You should do it.
It is,
This is
and it's
either a
not-
0 or 100.
it's not my pickle. It's not my sandwich. Like if you have like a question, but if you there are. Have you noticed any mental effects? If you're under the effect of something, then you could believe that the cat is talking to you.
I'm not even sure how to answer that, because if I was
Stand-
under the mental
one
effect,
second.
how would I know?
So she'll hold up her hand, and like this gold energy will emerge from her, and it will basically like say, she's like,
Whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa.
not sorry.
Just like maybe a little consent here. Just gonna start casting on me.
You came and asked for my help.
I just want to know what the spells are before they're being thrown at us.
It's a
Horace,
standard.
Horace, roll with it.
I'm attuning myself to your auric signatures to see if anything is misaligned.
Oh, it's misaligned, all right.
I can tell. But yeah, so when she checks you out, if you guys let her, she'll say, I'm not sensing any psychic influence or any infection in your blood. so I don't believe I I am now back to thinking that you are pranking me about having the god of cats at your house.
We'll we're gonna go to the library and do some research, and we will bring Lord Emberflame in for a visit once we figure out what's going on.
I'll hold my breath.
I mean, that's fine. But thank you. This wasn't a prank. We're really just concerned students who are a bit afraid of what we've got ourselves into. So thank you for taking us super serial.
A pleasure.
Whereas walks
And we
outside, and as soon as the
shuffle
door
out.
shuts, God, just why are you such
Druids,
jerks?
man. We do not have a good history with druids. Can they just tell somehow?
So
Okay.
we're going
So you
back
guys
to-
head to the library then?
Oh, are we not going back to the house to get Lord
Hey.
Emberflame?
I think we gotta.
Well, you
look
said
up-
library.
Yeah, we gotta look up stories about Lord Emberflame.
Okay,
See what we're
looking
in
up
for.
stories about Lord Emberflame.
Yeah.
This time I'm not
What's
talking to the
like?
librarian, or as you are.
I think we should divide and conquer. Maybe you take the research machine. I'll look for books, and Ragnar, you talk to the librarian.
Okay.
Well, knowing my history is not very good, I could just ask for everything.
Okay, yeah.
Children's
So we'll
books.
go this. Elwin, you started this downtime, so we'll resolve yours first.
Alright.
What are you? You said you're going to the thing.
Yeah, we're all going to the library, so yeah.
Okay.
I think I was put on research machine duty.
Right. Are you going to Spectrum to research? Are you looking through books? What are you doing?
I'll be looking through books
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation.
on it. Let me my investigation for a 19.
19. Yeah, you're able to find it very quickly. The majority of what you find are like references to the kids' books and stories, essentially. But you are able to also find other references that are a little bit older and a little bit hard to understand. Um, the language gets very complicated, and it's talking like if information on the proto druids and all that was very scarce, this is even more scarce. Like there's a couple of references of Lord Emberflame, he who rides the sun. Like it's all like these like crazy things, and it's like written in a very stylized kind of language of like, and then he led them out of slavery into it, like becomes almost religious and kind of biblical in a way of like of like this story of like this mythic being that just like wrote laws of reality into existence. But you see, you'll actually see him. You'll actually be able to see a picture of him in one of the books that I will find right now. And this will be it's like that illuminated script, so it's like this huge panel with the columns, and then the script writes like, and so it was at the beginning of the second age that da 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 da, and it just goes on and on and on and on.
And does he look like anything resembling what we have seen?
So go ahead and if we're, you guys can see the picture I'm sharing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
Let's throw that up. So what you when you turn when you're reading and reading about this, and then you flip the page, and this portrait of this cat, if that's even indeed what we can even call it at this point, this entity is standing on this black marble dais with veins of red flame running through it. He has two tails wrapped around his right leg and around his like coming up to his front paws. One is black and with a red tip. He has sort of this collar on that's like almost a breastplate, but it doesn't cover a lot of area because cat's got to stay agile. He has a little bit of a saddle on as armor. There's a little bit of a headpiece, but again, everything's free, and it's like just this most like regal looking tabby that is exactly it is a spitting image of what Orez brought back from the village.
Wow. I mean, Elvin, as soon as he comes across this picture, like stops reading and just like stares at the picture. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then just like takes the book and runs out trying to find Orez and show the picture to Orez basically.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no,
no.
a 13.
That librarian.
Good.
Not a nat
So-
one this time.
What? Oh yeah, not a nat one.
Nothing?
Yeah. So at 13, you go, oh crap, and you start running down, and right before you collide with somebody, you stop yourself and pull the book up to yourself and make eye contact with Evelyn.
Lovely as
Oh.
always.
Hi.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about last time, and I'm sorry about now. But I really, really gotta go. Nice seeing you, and then I just run off again.
Give me a charisma saving throw. With advantage, because that was good. I'm sorry about then. And now. And next time.
20.
Nice. Okay. So you don't get to see the results, but okay, absolutely. Okay.
And I'm running at breakneck speed, almost crash into Orez as I find him.
Yes. So you're able to find Orez and Ragnar pretty quick in the library, and you have their attention.
And I just like shove the photo and look, guys, look. Ah!
So we got a
Can-
super kitty.
Parasites read? Because I have a feeling that we've got a cat god at our house.
Let's go back to the house. Let's go.
Sorry, above the table. My cat has the zoomies right now, so while we've been doing all this, he's been just running across my desk like crazy, like Elwyn running through the library. And like he just ran up, tried to get into the window, but the shades are drawn, and so I'm just like watching this all unfold.
The cat has heard the
Yeah,
name of its god.
Under control of Lord Ember.
I tell the guys that with my newfound liking of dairy products, I believe we should go get some for this god.
I mean, I was going to tell you read the room, but that's probably spot on. We need like offerings, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe. I like leaf the book. Is there anything about like what to like do you bring gifts to the god? Like if people took audience with Lord Ember, did they usually bring like gifts?
We all
or-
crowd around and are reading.
You
the
see
book.
in the book there is the ritual of Ember Flame that is
Mhm.
to put the offering on the altar. He has the black dais. In the picture you see, it's to place an offering on the altar, and if he accepts it, he will knock it off the altar, and if he rejects it, he will knock it off the altar.
Oh, room for thought. Room for
Perfect.
thought. He doesn't know that we know who he is. That's probably why he likes us. We don't know why he attached to yours. What if he likes to not know? What if he likes that we do not know who he is? Or
Or maybe he thinks Orez is at his pedestal. This is confusing at this point.
Or maybe we just treat him Like a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But cats
Or
like
maybe he
milk.
likes us because we saved a bunch
I
of
do.
kitties.
That too.
Could be true.
We still gotta feed the cat.
Well, I think as a cat god, probably can do a pretty good job of feeding himself, but I don't think it hurts to
Sure.
bring him a special treat.
All right. So, what do you guys do with this information? You head back to the crib.
We find a shop to get a treat, I guess. A dairy treat.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So you guys go to the kitchen. You ask, what if I could get a treat for your cat, and they they don't mind. They'll give you something. As you guys get back to the crib, you see Sal and Ketlin are standing outside the door, staring at this note. They just came back from like something that they were doing, and they're just kind of like confused about it.
I would have checked out the book.
Yes,
'Cause
yeah.
no one's
absolutely.
gonna believe this. And so
Sure.
we'll bring that with so we can give them the heads up as we get back.
Okay,
S-
absolutely.
get
Yeah,
Hey guys, are we?
yeah.
I don't think we need to move. False alarm on the moving. Long story
Yeah,
short, there's a very real chance there's a god in our house right now.
I'm sorry, what?
Show him the book.
Out of cats, and then we show you the book.
God of cats.
Lord Emberflame.
That's why
Not
I've got
gonna
this
lie, I
saucer of
can't
milk.
Yeah, Lord Everflame, Slayer of the Crystal Heart, which looks a lot like a red dot. all the different names. Yeah.
So
Huh.
I mean,
It's a little weird that this one's cat shaped, but that's like the fourth god we met that day.
That's true.
you're not wrong.
I mean, that's a good point. We've met more
That's
gods
a cat.
would have thought, all right, let's go meet the cat.
Well, so the
Be cool. Be cool.
so the three sisters were more primordial entities than gods themselves, but your point is taken.
Potato, tomato.
Don't tell the gods that. Yeah, so you guys open the door to your common area, and like fully draped across one of the lounges in there is Lord Emberframe, fully like, but like on his back, like full spread, sleeping.
Oh, shh. Somebody wake him. Place the
Hey there,
offering.
buddy. Want a treat?
You see, like, he moves like way faster than reality should allow. So like he's fully sprayed out, and then the next thing you know, he's like laying down, looking at you, and he's like, "What sort of treat?"
So that just plays into every experience I've had with a cat ever.
It's just a cat.
And he's asking
then-
you, Ella.
And I just bring out whatever the kitchen folks had given me, and like,
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me
Yes.
animal handling or religion.
you know what? I'll do animal handling. 'cause it's the-
Only time that's ever been said in D&D.
Oh, no, 7 though.
What did you do?
7.
7. So you put the treat in front of him on your on the little like side table that's by the sofa situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they have medieval sofas? Yeah, of course they do. Whatever it is. And you see he like makes eye contact with you and like takes his paw and like slides it off of the table, and it hits the ground and spills everywhere and makes just the hugest mess. And he goes, "No."
I guess not.
Another.
I'll get the mop.
Thanks, Orez.
Another.
Another.
Yeah, he's gonna ask you. Yeah.
Do we have more?
Hey, Ragnarok, do you mind running back to the kitchen to get some more?
I have mushrooms. Do you want a mushroom?
Go ahead and give me animal handling or religion.
Like as the cleric of the group, let's try not to piss them off.
Sorry?
13.
13. And you see, well, I don't normally partake of fey mushrooms. I will make an exception this time. Your offering has pleased me. And it's
D-
going to push it off the table into the mess.
That seemed like the same as rejection.
And then it will lay down and go to sleep. Unless, well, it'll basically like wait to see if you guys have anything else. And then go down.
Then as it starts sleeping, I go up and give it some scritches.
Yeah, it'll the purring has taken on like a resonance that like shouldn't exist. And you
House is
basically
vibrating.
know that he knows.
That kind of confirms that this is a
Well, he
godly cat.
hasn't evidence is pointing towards it, but yeah. Maybe that's just what an evil parasite would want you to think.
It's doing a good
Ah.
job.
Maybe it planted the book.
Yeah.
Can we check to see if
He
it's
did
actually
now.
an animal?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
do an animal handling to see if this is actually an animal and not just a parrot.
Well, as you're about to do your animal handling, Sal, you would already have picked up on this scent of this cat as like registering as like fully divine, which like because of everything that was happening where you were at, you were not able to get a sense of that. So now you're able to be like, oh yeah, that's the but for animal handling, go ahead and roll me an animal handling and to give you insight on care for the cat for the god. You gotta care, you gotta
22.
walk.
I have a +4 animal handling.
22, absolutely. So you notice on your animal handling roll that like he is acting and reacting like a cat completely, and that the differences in the picture and him are that like this cat in front of you does not have two tails. He does not have like this ornate sort of like mini breastplate and all that stuff. He does look exactly like a cat, just a lot larger than a normal cat. Like so all of that is there, and you're kind of getting the sense that like he's just gonna kind of do whatever he wants, and you kind of just have to let him. And the people that don't are the ones that have a problem. um Yeah, but he's not like like in all the books in the sense of like you reading the stories and things like that, is he's not like a nuisance or a problem. It's just like he is this like whimsical neutral deity that just like meanders around
You know, like a
Cat-
cat.
like a cat.
Like a cat.
Hmm.
All right.
Well,
Um,
I don't know how to. We have to report this to the school's housing, but as a pet. But I don't know. I'm just gonna put down that we got a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I will say, just to put a just to put a button on this, is you guys take the book, all of you go back to that same druid and go, this is what is at our house. And she goes, bullshit. And like walks all the way back to your place with you, opens the door and goes, bullshit. And like immediately runs and like goes to let everybody know, or let the people.
And I just turn to the group and I'm like, do you think bullshit is like has different meaning with druids?
Seems like it might. Yeah. They like animals.
It seems very versatile for
Yeah.
them. Okay, so that will wrap that up. Did you have any other downtime activities, Owen, you wanted to?
I just wanted to cast the find the familiar ritual and gain a familiar. We can resolve that later if you want, or we can do it now.
No, absolutely. Let's go ahead. Okay, so how would Elwyn set up for this ritual? Because so once you cast the spell, you're able to sort of cast it like a lot more quickly, but to actually make a bond with a familiar the first time, you do have to set it up as a ritual. So what would Elwyn do to find a familiar, and what kind of familiar would he be looking to find?
So Elvin's is trying to summon an imp. to imp around and be mischievous and just do shenanigans for him. And so, in terms of the casting it would be, he'd set up his whole little circle with herbs and like incense and charcoal and all of that, and sit down and just reach out to his packed god and sort of try to form that connection from the ether, basically.
Absolutely. So yeah, as you sit there and go through the chants and align yourself to the spiritual presence of your patron deity to pull essentially an imp who are notoriously, they don't want to be bound, they don't like to do it, but they're also not super powerful, so like they kind of just are at the whims of magic. Go ahead and give me an arcana check. You'll succeed no matter what, but I just kind of want to gauge it of your arcana check. Yeah.
Ooh, 21.
Absolutely. Okay. So what is Elwin's ideal imp? Like you said, he's like trickster. Yeah.
Yeah. So like small and tiny, like most imps are, is what he'd imagine it to be. Bit of a trickster and bit of like mischievous, has a sort of mind of his own.
Okay.
But he would like the imp to not be, or like quote unquote, an evil monster, but more mischievous than evil.
Got it.
Side of sort
okay.
of nature.
Yeah. So you finish your chants, you finish your preparation, you push your will into the world through the connection of your patron, and there's a puff of smoke, and standing in the middle, he's like, "Wow, hey, it's bright in here. I don't like it. Are you the guy that called me?"
Yeah. How you doing?
I was doing fine. Now I'm here, and it smells way too clean.
Too clean? I'm sure you'll find ways to dirty it up.
Ooh, good idea. And he's gonna start like scampering around.
Cool. Evan's gonna watch him and sort of try to help him along and adjust.
Oh yeah, he's gonna basically be like a hyperactive child mixed with a gremlin mixed with, and so he's like impossible to wrangle. But then you do find out that he is like a fiend for sugar, and you're able to. He's like, "What's this? Oh my god! Oh no, he's." Oh well. Oh my god, it's so good. And like he starts crying. He's like, "I've never had anything. We only eat ash down there. The infernal plains are hell." Get it? Anyway. And you see he's bouncing around, and you have a familiar now. Hey, oh, by the way, what's my name?
What do they call you in the infernal plane?
They call me Dick Fucker.
Wait, what did you say?
They call me Dick Fucker. Beep. You know, somebody who fucks dicks.
How about we see your Dex for now and drop the last part? So your name is Dex.
Call me DF.
Nah, Dex is just fine.
What does that stand for?
Just Dex.
Okay. I don't think it has the same sort of like poetry. You know? It doesn't evoke anything, you know? It's like Dex. Who's Dex? I don't know. Who's Dick Fucker? That's a guy who fucks dicks.
Oh boy. Elwin will also keep him from going downstairs and away from the cat god that we have downstairs.
you quickly, Elwin's week quickly like becomes getting him adjusted to how to act in society. So
are we about to reenact My Fair Lady with an imp?
I don't know if a shot for shot remake counts as reenacting, but yes. The rain in plain falls mainly in Spain. Planes fall in Spain, hell yeah, people die. Okay, so that's Elwin's week.
Yep, that's all the downtime I had.
It's quickly taken up, and Elwin is like, as Elwin is so happy to finally have a familiar, he also has a second thought of he prays to everything, especially his patron, that he doesn't run into Evelyn with Dex.
With Dex, yes.
Well, he's bound to your will, so if you name him Dex, his name is Dex, but that wasn't his original name. His maiden name. But he is a male imp, just to be clear.
Yes.
He didn't show up with clothes, so that's something else you have to do.
Sure.
Okay.
That thing on a short
Just-
leash, or maybe a cage. Better get a cage.
If at any point that imp tries to get into Catelyn's room, she's gonna threaten it at knife point and say, "You do not come in this room."
House meeting, everyone.
Okay,
What are
go
we
for
gonna
it.
do? How are we gonna solve the dick fucker issue?
Well,
There's a
first
crash
off,
from upstairs.
Dex. Let's stick with Dex. We don't want to reinforce that his hell name.
Dex is a good start.
Do you think that no common areas? Can we all agree?
Also, not in any private areas either.
Oh, okay, just restricted. Elwin, this is your.
His room and his closet.
You gotta feed it and take good care of it.
Sure.
Take it on walks.
Until maybe.
More importantly,
Take it
If I
on a
were-
lot of walks.
I,
It's not inside much.
I'm gonna stab it right in the eye.
just get rid of it. We already have a cat.
He just keeps summoning.
I
it
mean, a
back.
god.
Who's the hot chick? As he goes downstairs. Anyway, okay, that's Ellen's downtime. What Orez, you have not spoken about your downtime, sir.
Gonna be blowing through all my spell slots, commanding this imp to back up. No, we covered most of my downtime. I think the only thing that would be set up for next would be a review of the possible next adventures. He's already keeping an eye on don't go towards the light, and is going to try and set up like a meeting with Cornelia to Corellia.
Corellia, yeah.
Every time you say it, I hear the opening sequence to Star Fox, Cornelia in the Lilat system.
Oh, interesting. Maybe that's
Star
where
Fox
my brain
64.
pulled it from.
Well, that was Cornelia. Is that the right?
I
Corellia,
don't.
but-
I played that game so much. Unfortunately, it didn't. The name of that didn't stick.
Nintendo 64. Great
yeah,
game.
oh.
Anyway, a meeting
like you're
to
flying a plane, but you can move like this far. Okay, absolutely. Let's go ahead and get that going. But since we took a break early, let's do a quick 5 in case we run over a little. No? Yes.
Yeah.
So,
well,
Or
I
you
do-
guys can stay in vamp because you know
Corneria.
me. I overhydrate. Sorry, what'd you say?
Corneria. The planet.
Corneria.
Well, I guess on
In
that
the-
subject.
Idaho sector.
All right.
he's gone.
Quick 5.
So we're all taking 5?
Yeah, I think so. I do have
I
a hard
also
stop at
overhydrated.
7, though.
Okay.
In 5.
Are we all back? Oh, no. My
Yes.
bad. Oh,
Well, Kevin was back.
well, let's just go back.
We are live on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, we can switch it, but
it's all good.
at what
So-
cost?
At what precious cost? I forgot where we stopped.
We were talking about picking the next mission.
Chatting with Aurelia, what
Right. Okay.
next steps
so
might need to be.
would you seek her out, or would you like just try to bump into her?
I mean, we want to seem as natural as possible, so I wanted to seek her out and then make it look as though.
Got it. Yeah, no problem at all. Go ahead and give me a performance check just to see how smooth we make it.
I mean, oh, 15.
Nice. Yeah, so you're able to like sort of like catch her eye at a certain point and like indicate like, hey, and you'll end up meeting at that sort of group temple. There's plenty of areas that you can like, private prayer area. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, do I see a altar for Lord Ember?
No.
We might need to make one. Just a note for everyone.
Good call.
Absolutely. So, we'll get permission from your guy first.
Well, I mean, we're not praying at the altar. We're just
No, I get it.
allowing
I know.
We're open to others.
Absolutely. Okay, yeah. So you're able to get her in a semi-secluded area that cannot be overheard, and she is fully paying attention. What?
So I think the first thing I'll say is after reading through the next assignments, it sounds like the don't go towards the light might be in line with what we are dealing with. A strange emergence of a light source in the cave area.
So, does that mean you want to help me?
I mean, we definitely want to find out what's going on and don't want bad things to happen.
Well, that's my mission.
I mean, do you have a group yet?
Give me an insight check. There's stuff you're going to be able to see, but I want to see how deep it goes.
11.
11. Okay. So what you can tell on her face is that this is not a situation she's ever been in before. And but the poise carries her through everything. So she's asking, like, what she's asking is like it's almost like she can't ask what she wants to ask, if that makes sense. But she says, I do not, but it's who doesn't want to be in the party with the princess? I'm sure I'll have one shortly.
Horace bites his tongue. It's like, well, we don't. Speaking for the group out of hand. He's like, well, I think
you know what? Because you said that, I'll unlock the rest of that insight. Is that's exactly the point, is that she's never alone and yet always alone. And she will never, like, she could have a new party tomorrow. So the fact that she doesn't means she hasn't done it yet. So in however much time, she could have had like a party every day, and she doesn't have one yet.
Well, so Ours is just contemplating things. He's thinking that what makes the most sense is, since we're at full, we have our full group, is that we're definitely should take on the assignment in case it is a new lead or an extension of everything she's tracking down. And honestly, I don't think Oris is ready to like ask her to join the group because he's still a bit hesitant
Sure.
on her true intentions and motivations behind everything. Like,
Totally fair.
but he's the transparency is that he thinks that the Ice Tice baby should take on whatever that quest is, and is getting her feedback on it.
I don't, based on the I oh, is there, what is that? Who is that? Is that me?
Don't know.
Strange. It's gone.
Weird.
Goes, it could have just been some noise in the cord. Anyway, she'll say, just based off the assignment list, I would admit it has promise, but without the instruments that the adventuring society was providing, it'll be difficult to find them just in the wild. I wish you luck then, and if you feel so inclined, if you find out anything, I would appreciate you knowing.
Well, any idea of how we would get the same equipment?
It's closely guarded by the Adventure Society. You would have to be a member.
Okay. I'll bring it back to the group. See if this is
Okay.
really what we want to do.
As you are heading back, as you're leaving that area, you'll notice that the side area with some of the children of the gods, you are getting a very strong sense that your altar is calling to you.
I will heed said call.
Absolutely. Yeah, so when you get up to your altar, you go through your normal ritualistic prayer, and then almost too quickly, you are now in the divine realm again, just as you remember it the first time. And it's the same path through the glade, and then in the clearing with the fresh spring and the stone altar that is dissolving into like the moss kind of natural drainage system, this perfect circular microcosm of everything in this perfect system balanced. You see Nathaniel is there again, or still, who knows?
Take a nice deep breath and absorb my surroundings of just the peaceful glade. I don't want to keep him waiting, so I walk up and give him a hail from my. I guess I don't know how you would exactly address a god, so I think it would just be a deep bow and ask why, how I can be of service.
I think it's what's up, Nate?
What
Saw,
up,
dude.
bro?
Saw,
Also,
dude.
are you cool with me taking care of another god? Just like, looking after it, changing the litter box?
Litter box.
Yeah, you might know Lord Ember.
Greetings. Hey, greetings, my child.
Greetings, oh peaceful one.
Nathaniel's fine.
Feels a bit casual, but Nathaniel.
Do you remember the last time we spoke, the question I asked you?
Checks notes.
You would remember, Auras, that when he left, he asked for your thoughts on what role faith has in a world where people know that gods exist.
Be diving into a deep philosophical conversation here.
All he asked was what he's like. What role does faith play in a world where knowledge of gods is certain? And he was just asking if you had any thoughts on the last question he had. He's not, like, you don't get the sense he's leading you to something or trying to teach you a lesson. Is that he's asking because he's curious?
I think that it takes away some of the faith because there's something tangible that people know about, so it's no longer based on believing it's faith that the God's will will be executed as they say it will. Almost faith becomes trust.
I don't know if I've ever thought of it that way. Will you walk with me?
Of course.
And he'll lead you away from the glade into this forest that has, I would say, like 5 degrees of separation from that twilight forest that you were in, but it's definitely given a similar kind of vibe. And as you get further and further away from the glade, the light begins to dim and dim and dim. But it's still very peaceful. And then at a certain point, he'll stop, and the light is. Do you have dark vision?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. So the light is almost completely gone at this point, but there's still enough ambient light for you to see okay. Sort of like a quarter moon if you've ever like been away from light pollution. Like you can still kind of see everything, but it's dark. And he's at the very, very edge of his forest, and he goes, "If I take one step further, I will no longer be in my domain."
What's outside of your domain here?
The void. And as you look out, you see it's not dark, it's imperceptible. Like it's like your mind is filling it in as dark because it can't handle like actual nothingness. So what he's basically just showing that like there is an end to his domain. I have found that faith in purpose has kept me aligned to my path when doubt threatens to overwhelm it.
Mhm.
You're familiar with the gods of death.
Becoming more and more familiar with some of the company have recently been around.
Yes, I sensed this. But when I sensed the echo of the tripartite in your aura, I knew I had to speak to you. You have the gods, you have their domain, and you have their intent. If all align, faith is as natural as breathing. When one piece falls, balance is lost, and it becomes disharmonious. But at a certain point, godhood a threshold of power, or is it a domain, or is it a divine edict? Maybe that's for tomorrow's discussion. But for now, I wanted to bring you here to show you this. And as he gestures, the blackness kind of pulls away just a little, almost similar to the rift happening, but much more like intended and less of like, oh no. Um, you're able to like he's basically pulling back the veil just for you to see enough that on the other end is like he will say the void gods have no domain and they have no intent other than consume. There will never be balance because that is not their function to balance. And as it becomes just all as you're looking at it and the more you look at it, the harder it is to concentrate on it, and the more like the concepts that you're seeing become too big for your brain, and he'll shield you from that by closing it and then gesture to walk back towards the center of the glade. And as you walk back towards the center of the glade, the calmness starts coming back, and you get back to the altar, and he'll actually pull up this earthen cup and dip it into the water and give it to you to drink. and it's just like a balm on the entire inside of your being, and this like wisdom thing that almost happened is like completely calmed down, and he waits for you to collect yourself and just says, I fear you've stepped onto a path that will become very difficult,
What?
but I have faith in you.
Very heavy.
And as he says that, you feel this magic just hit you, and it is so calm and soothing, and your eyes start getting heavy, and you get the sense that like he's basically like gently shooing you out the door, but giving you a chance to ask something, just to he's not like throwing you out, but he's like you're telling that like you're reaching the end of the time you can spend in a divine realm without
Basically, it's closing time. Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yes, yeah. The divine realms are for gods, and they only pull people in there rarely. So, and this is the second time.
Gonna have Brain of the Cosmos here. I think Oris just overwhelmed at this point, and like I will think on this, and I will aspire to not let you down.
Impossible. And you find yourself back at the crib where
Warm,
you were
fuzzy
not
feelings.
Yeah, with warm and fuzzy feelings. You were not. You see Lord Ember will actually like pick his head up when you come back, and like with like a little bit of a like he fully does the cat like, oh shit, and like then stops and is like grooming himself like you didn't surprise him at all.
Go ahead and go back to petting the cat.
Yeah, and yeah, he'll eat it up. Do you give him a treat?
Of course.
Give me an animal handling or religion.
So 14, but I just have to bring attention to, since I'm a cleric, wisdom is my casting modifier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm proficient in religion, but religion is intelligence based. So my animal handling is actually higher than my religion.
Okay. Yes, I will let you use your spell. Yeah, you can use your spell casting modifier too.
Oh, well,
to this check specifically.
Oh, to this check specifically. So the spell casting modifier would actually bring me up
to Lord Ember related, because he is a deity.
I was just finding it funny that my
religion
is actually lower than my animal handling.
That's fine for a 14. You guys are trying like different traits to see if you can get a gauge on it, and like over this amount of time, some things like get a pass and knocked off, and then some things fail and also get knocked off. But you just can't. There's like just no rhyme or reason to it. But for this one, he goes, "Oh, I see. Elysium nectar from the pastry shop in town. Very good, very good."
Note Elysium nectar.
And he slowly pushes it off the table, and it falls to the ground. Okay, great. Now, what we will do, so we are going to have a little bit of a, you know what we'll do? Do you guys want to pick your assignment first? And then when we come back, we know we have, we're not losing any time because Ketlin does need to go see her cousin, but I don't know if that's a 10-minute.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a 10-minute situation.
Call it here. Yeah.
Do you guys want the list and do you want to think about it, or do you want to go over it right now?
It sounded like Aura has decided for us, which I'm fine with.
Well,
yeah, he had a good
idea at least.
Trying to see if that thread deserved pulling.
the go towards the light assignment has been on there for 2 or 3 cycles. So just use that information what you will. And I think what I'll actually start doing is sending this out at the end of our record session so you guys have it, because that way you can see like what has been taken, what's going, all that stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Also,
Great.
we'll be able to post it to our different channels. You'll be able to find this when we have it on our Twitch stream as well as on our YouTube channel.
Maybe I should make it look nicer then. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, guys, we did it.
We did it. We did the D&D.
And so, adventurers, our tale comes to a close for now. But remember, if it's a cat and it's talking back, oh, no, I wasn't ready.
It's a parasite.
It's actually a parasite.
I'm so glad I didn't try and remove said parasite forcefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like looking through my spells while everyone else is going through downtime. I'm like, maybe Zone of Truth and just ask it.
Yeah. Your spell just hits a divine barrier and you're like, oops. No, he's
You a celestial parasite?
He's a good little boy. So how are your characters doing? How are they feeling? What's up? How's everyone doing?
Freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. I'm sorry we didn't get to it. I apologize.
No. It's good.
Yeah.
Alvin has his hands full. Sorry. Alvin has his hands full with Imp. He's practically being a parent now.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And then that's everything. So we had life happen to the lactose thing is still funny to me, and then it just
really
became
funny.
a part of lore that doors are lactose intolerant. Just as
I like that.
as a sort of general, not all of them, but by and large. We found one for sure. Absolutely. But yeah, no, this was it just keeps getting more and more fun playing D&D with you guys, so I appreciate you guys so much. Until next time, which I might have to move, but we'll find out. All my thoughts are happening at once, and goodbye.
Cut.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna have outros, so yeah.
I'm dead.
Soon ish.
Cat party.
Yeah, party.
So precious.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go pet my cats.
Yeah, this has been what I've been watching is them fighting, bathing, cuddling during the entire second half of the session.
Yeah, so what's really funny is my cats, for whatever reason, never want to be near my face. They always want pets and just shoulders, or like they want to be facing this way or just whatever. So last time I stayed over at Jason's, was it Alphonse or Stormy, was like right here when I woke up, when I was like,
Elfie likes to
Alfie.
in people's faces. I mean, Stormy does too, but he's a little bit more shy.
Yeah, it was Alfie for sure. Yeah. Adorable. But he's like, my human's not feeding me, but I could convince you to probably. I was like, no. He's like, well, then I hate you, but pet me. All right. Well, this has been.
All right, I'm finding the ending soon screen.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, the imp got really close, and in fact, probably just the little brother of the DJ.
Probably,
Yeah.
if not, the guy who fills in for him when he's out.
Did you see?
Might be the co-host.
I was in full panic when I was like, because you name your familiar, and you're just like, what's your name? And I'm like, shit. Well, I said it. Keeping it.
That was funny.
It's his name now. It's Cam.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Dex now because you called him Dex. He follows your will.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Bye.
See you next time.
All right.
See
It's
ya.
fun.
See you
Thank you.
next time.